Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Cage. Today and only today we are here to talk about another anniversary incoming. Last time we did a video about Zelda's anniversary coming up next year, but we also have another massive anniversary coming next year, which is Pokemon's 25th anniversary. That's like, holy fuck, 25 years since this franchise began. I'm getting old. It's funny, this franchise is literally my age. Like I'm gonna be 25 next year. Pokemon's 25 next year. I'm old. Please send help. Anyways, aside from my life crisis, next year's Pokemon anniversary is definitely going to be a big one. When it was the 20th anniversary, Pokemon went so hard on like marketing and games and fucking plushies and movies and all this shit, and I have no doubt they're gonna go the extra mile this time around. So let's talk about the things we know, the things we don't know, what they're gonna do to celebrate one of the biggest IPs in the world. So let's start with the things you know, right? Pokemon Unite. Anyways, Pokemon Snap 2. Yeah, Pokemon Snap 2 looks fucking amazing, dude. Like, we saw such a short glimpse of this game, and I really do think that, like, we are not far from seeing it. I mean, when you think about really, last year we got a Pokemon Direct on the first week of January. So we are really potentially 10 days away, maybe, from a brand new Pokemon Direct to give us the 2021 lineup of games. So it's not possible, it's not impossible for us to see a new trailer for Pokemon Snap 2. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of a March release, sort of how they did with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that came out the first week of March this year. So I would expect maybe Pokemon Snap 2 to follow. It's good to have, they kind of, whenever there's a Pokemon spin-off, they tend to be in like the early years side. So I do assume and hope that this one's gonna land in fucking March. And again, we don't know that much about this game, but I really do hope that there's a fuck ton of Pokemon. I hope it's much longer than the original. I wonder, they'll probably go full price because they did it with Mystery Dungeon. Now granted, Mystery Dungeon's a bit more of an RPG. You can stretch more time out of it. Maybe they'll make Pokemon Snap 2 $40, but either way, if they add a shit ton of maps to it, and maybe like this game is perfect for DLC. Like, hey, here's a new map, here's a bunch of new Pokemon, go back in. Like, I would love that. Like, I want Pokemon Snap 2 by the end of its run to have every single Pokemon and a bunch of environments. Please, bro, give me the hype. Now let's talk about Detective Pikachu for Nintendo Switch. So 2 years ago, Pokemon had like this weird investor meeting that was broadcasted with a bunch of Pokemon stuff in it, and they announced that Detective Pikachu was coming to Switch. Now it's still not clear what exactly this is. Like, we know it's gonna be, I guess, the first game on Switch, but and they said there's gonna be new content. So, or is it gonna be like Detective Pikachu 2? Is it gonna be, you know, unifying all the parts? Because I remember they released in episodes. So is it just gonna be like one big game put together? Like, I don't know how they're handling this. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. Maybe it got canned. Maybe they're waiting until they announce Detective Pikachu 2 to release this out in the wild. Again, I really don't know what happened to this thing. It's not like the excitement for it was that high anyways, but I do feel like with the popularity of the movie now, and obviously the Switch being as big as it is, this sequel or whatever it might be, this deluxe version, could end up selling super well, not only because there's the Switch effect, but like just all the hype around Pokemon in general and Detective Pikachu doing so well. Then there's Pokemon Sleep. Anyways, let's go to our unknowns, right? So now, this is the exciting stuff. So let's start with the first thing I want to get out of the way. There will not be a new generation of Pokemon next year, all right? We are most likely getting a remake. I'll talk about which one I think it is, but do not expect a new gen of Pokemon. This gen has still been getting new forms and new Pokemon through the DLC and stuff. So Gen 8 is going to be the gen for, I would say, at least the next 2 years, maybe. Like, I could see 2022 being the year they introduced Gen 9, or even 2023, kind of like how the 3DS had 2 generations. Like, usually, from what I understand, each console has each handheld has 2 generations in it, which makes sense. So I don't think we're gonna see Gen 9 until 2022 or 2023 later on the Switch is live. But obviously, we do need a new mainline Pokemon game for the anniversary. There's no way they're gonna go year 25, the big one, with no big game for the fall. And I'm thinking that's gonna be finally the Gen 4 remakes. Yeah, dude, this one to me it feels like it's gonna be one of the more exciting and promising ones, because first of all, if you're remaking Gen 4 like as it is, I'm gonna be excited for it anyway. I love the gym battles there. I love the Pokemon in Gen 4. They also didn't add that many of them in the Sword and Shield DLC, so I'm assuming there's a reason for that. And it's like, I want to see, how do you handle a remake of Gen 4? You know, like a game that was on, you know, the DS, like what on the DS era of games, like what are you gonna do? Are they gonna put it in the modern Pokemon engine style? I would love, now I don't think they're gonna do this, but I would love if they did kind of like how Dragon Quest 11 does, where there is an HD pixel art mode. That would be so good, because I love the pixel art models of the 3DS era, but I doubt they're gonna do that. They've invested so much in making the 3D models that are moving and stuff, so I do think it's going to be kind of, hey, here's Gen 4, it's made in the modern engine that you know of. And you know, like I want to just play Gen 4 again, man. I know they had a lot of cool experimentations, unique fights, unique stuff in Gen 4, and I can't wait to see how they translate that. And I wonder, again, like my big thing is, I hope they don't do it in the Let's Go style, and I hope they don't butcher it. You know, I love Gen 4 so much. It's one of my favorites. There's a lot of improvements that can be made to it, but I do think in a good way. It's a safe route, right? Because on one end, you don't have to make a completely new game where people are gonna pick apart everything if it's not perfect, right? But if you go with the remake of Gen 4, for the most part, you should be improving on things, hopefully. So give us those Gen 4 remakes, which I think that's gonna be the big fall game. Now, another thing that could be happening, speaking of Let's Go, like I mentioned, they could do Let's Go Johto. Now I hope this is not the case. Again, I liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That was a fun game, but you know, it kind of felt like I played it and I moved on with my life or whatever. Now granted, Johto could be really cool, because obviously you have all the Johto run and then you can go back to Kanto, but we have a game where we went to Kanto like recently with Pokemon Let's Go, so it's a matter of like, do we need this? You know what I mean? Like Heart Gold and Soul Silver felt special when you went to Kanto back in, because it's been so long since we've done that, you know what I mean? So I feel like we don't need a Let's Go Johto. If anything, I'd rather Johto Remakes be just a regular Pokemon game. But again, if they did it, I wouldn't mind. But it's all I'm saying is I don't want this, but I'm saying it's possible. Pokemon Company's weird as shit, and they would definitely do it. And that game sold like what, 13 million copies. Now granted, it didn't sell as much as Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now granted, Pokemon Sword and Shield mainline and all that stuff, but it still sold a shit ton, so it's possible we get that. I'd also like a new kind of spin-off, right? Obviously we have our mystery dungeons, we have our known spin-offs, but I mean, I would also like a Pokken 2, right? Give us, nah, fucking new spin-off, bro. Give us Pokken 2. Pokken in general has so much potential, man. I really like Pokken. I don't think it's perfect, I don't think it's the best thing to jump into, but it's like, the idea is incredible, right? Of like, you are literally doing battles with Pokemon as Pokemon, right? So please, like, I would love a Pokken 2 where it's like, here's a more refined battle system, here's a continued streamlined level of DLC characters, here's way more characters, like not just the typical ones you've seen in Gen 1 a million times. Like, give us, like, go crazy with a Pokken 2. I would love that. Or maybe, bro, could you imagine a 2D art style Pokemon? Oh, bro, Arc Systems 2D Pokemon game, bro. Just, I need a second. Either way, I would also like a new kind of spin-off. You know, I don't know. They've done a shit ton of spin-offs by this point. Maybe they do something crazy, like they bring back Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Stadium. Like, I don't know. Like, give me a weird spin-off next year aside from Pokemon Snap 2. Give me something I don't expect, whether it's an old... Fuck, man. I really want Pokemon Coliseum remake. What the fuck? Come on, dude. That was my childhood. Come on, please. Do it. Also, please give us more music videos like you did for that other one this year. Like that song by, what are they called? Bomb of Chicken. Really horrible name. But that music video is incredible, and I want more of those, man. Give me that good Pokemon animation. You know what I mean? Give me the good. Give me the good. Obviously, Pokemon has a bit of an uphill battle because of how much of a kind of painful marketing run Sword and Shield is. So that's why I really do hope almost it's a remake of Gen 4. That way we can kind of mostly be positive, because we know that, all right, they're going off a foundation that exists. They can't really fuck it up that much. Again, unless they do, which is very possible. But I do have high hopes for the anniversary. It's going to be a really, really fun year. I think it's going to be fun for marketing and all this stuff and all the cool merch and all the things that are come out of it. Pokemon cards, which I will unbox on stream. I think it's going to be a good time. So guys, let me know what you guys want to see next day. Let me know what you're excited for, what you're not excited, what you're scared of, and all that shit. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more. And yes, sir, I'll see y'all later. Peace out. I love you.